Hi guys, and welcome to my recap and reaction to the Sister Wives Season 6 tell-all. I just love tell-alls, and this is a good one. The teenagers participated in this one, which is fun because we never see any of them on the show anymore. So this is the seating arrangement at this tell-all: Janelle, Kody, and Robin, and on the other side, Mary and Christine. Sometimes seating arrangements speak volumes, and at this time, I do feel like it's very likely that Robin and Janelle were his favorite wives. Just my opinion. Robin more so, obviously. The tell-all was filmed at the time where they had just moved into the cul-de-sac in Las Vegas, and they were still pretending like everything was great. The first questions of the tell-all were about their new homes in Vegas, how Mary was the only wife who couldn't move in right away. There was a delay for her house, probably because she made so many upgrades to her house. Remember the wet bar? She had blown her budget by a lot on her house, and she was so upset about not being able to move in at the same time as the whole family, and so was Leon. It was a mess. Mary says that she actually was concerned when they first moved into the cul-de-sac that all of them would be more aware of where Kody was and jealousy would creep in. And boy, did it. Is this a nudge to the fact that Kody was always at Robin's, even at this point? Because we know this is what was happening. Christine actually admits that sometimes when she hasn't seen Kody for a while and she knows he's on the property, she does feel jealous. And Mary opened that door so that Christine could walk in and say that. Mary and Christine were at least a little bit more open in this tell-all on their couch. So the other couch wasn't so open. I feel like they were giving very safe answers and really thinking through what they were saying. And now for the next topic, my sister wives' closet. Robin looks nervous already. They don't talk at all about the fact that Janelle and Christine have no interest in the business, just about some manufacturer that they're working with. How did they not bring up the fact that no one cares about my sister wives' closet except for Robin? I feel like they dropped the ball here. Maybe they asked and, they cut it or something like that. I'm not sure. And next, they get into what the builder of the houses in the cul-de-sac thought about Kody and each marriage. I don't remember the builder having so many opinions, but the guy was bang on in his analysis. He said, Kody's more serious with Janelle, jovial with Christine, accommodating with Mary, but he thinks he disagrees with her a lot. And with Robin, the honeymoon is still on. I mean, no one can say he's wrong. Without saying it, he's calling out that Robin is the favorite wife. We should have read between the lines here more. Like, what was I thinking? I mean, who would want to be anyone else but the honeymoon wife? I don't want to be the jovial wife, the accommodating thing, no. And the serious one, no. Then Tamron starts pressing. And this may be what got her out of this gig, I'm not sure. But she says she's not sure she buys that all the women are friends. And asks Mary, so who's your best friend in this group? Of course, they're dodging these questions like crazy. You just feel their blood pressure rising in this scene. Mary says that she's not going to answer that. I mean, guess what? It's Robin. Like, just say it, Mary. And Christine gives this PG answer like, sometimes she goes to Mary with a problem. Sometimes she goes to Janelle. Sometimes she goes to Robin. It depends where they are emotionally or whatever. The answer we now know is complete BS. There's no way Christine is going to Robin with a problem. Next, we get into some heavier stuff. Mary and Kody's fateful decision to not have a baby, made on some red rock. And Tamron says that after watching the scene, that although it was framed as a mutual decision, she didn't see a mutual decision on her screen. Touché. Mary says, well, you can't have a baby one-sided, which is a very good point. And goes on about how she was actually ready to move things further with testing and stuff like that, but she was about to be an empty nester, so she kept doubting herself. She was almost free to do whatever she wants. Kody's response is, if maybe I don't know isn't the way you jump out of an airplane. So he goes for the metaphor approach. I bet Mary, in retrospect, is happy she didn't have another baby at this point. She also says that she's always been hurt in a way when anyone else in the family got pregnant. Happy for them, but she always wished it was her. Mary is carrying the tell-all so far, let's just say it. Next clip is about Robyn's past and her talk with the kids about purity. This is a clip that is very well known with Sister Wives fans, and she often gets dragged for having done this. Robyn admits that she got to know this boy and had premarital relations with him and got pregnant, and she didn't want any of the other kids to go through that, and so she gave the infamous talk with the locket. Honestly, I kind of applaud her for doing that. I know she gets heat from it, but I do think, that her intentions were pure here. It was interesting how she used a locket to represent her, virginity or whatever. She had a rough experience and she offered her own story as a cautionary tale. I don't see anything wrong with that. I will not drag her for that. She was looking out. And now we get into the panel that the family was on with the anti-polygamists, including Christine's aunt, which, why would they even do this and make Christine go against her aunt? It just seems so weird. So Christine says that she was super frustrated because here she is trying to promote kind of how great polygamy is, and her aunt is a staunch adversary. And Christine says, I spent summers at her house and now she's trying to be my enemy or something. I wonder if she's connected with her aunt since she got out of polygamy. That would be interesting to know. And now, basically no segue, the teenagers appear, and we have Hunter, Logan, Aspen, Maddie, Leon, and Mykelti. Hunter, who hated Vegas at first, says, and I quote, "It's whatever." He doesn't mind Vegas at all now, and he really likes the new houses a lot. And as we all know, he now actually lives in Vegas. So the host goes over to Mykelti and says that Christine had said Mykelti is the child she loses sleep over, which is hilarious now. She's really stable and like a rock for the family. But Mykelti says, well, I'm curious. I want to experience everything. You can just tell that her siblings kind of think that Mykelti is a wild card or something, and they make her promise she won't get a tattoo or piercing in the next year. Do not like how they're portraying Mykelti here for some reason, like she's some loose cannon. The host polls the kids as to who wants to be a polygamist. And Leon, and yes, the irony is real here, is the only person who raises their hand. All the other ones, Aspen is on the fence. Maddie is sure she does not want polygamy, and Hunter hasn't even thought about it at this point. Why this constant obsession with asking the kids this question? I don't know, but they keep asking, I feel like, throughout the years, or the early years. The topic of adding a new wife comes into play, and how basically Kody says sometimes if he's flirting or giving attention to a woman selling jewelry, which, by the way, is he flirting with women just to sell jewelry? Ew. My Sister Wives closet failed for a reason, right? I don't know. Even Kody's flirting couldn't save the business. But aside from that, he basically says something like that other women ask to be a fifth wife or something. Christine finds it very offensive. And there's this clip of old ladies saying that Kody's hot. Kody says that he thinks they're a functional family, which is not a straight answer to the fifth wife question. Christine is so stressed. She tells Kody, "You're evading the question." She's very preoccupied, like she does not want a fifth wife, guys. And Kody ultimately says he's not interested in a fifth wife, but he also wasn't looking when he met Robyn. So basically, my analysis is that if it happens, he's not opposed to it. Then they talk about the infamous therapy session where they had to position their body to how close they are to each other. And Mary and Christine say it was really hard for them. Mary said that she was very aware that the cameras were there and didn't want to open up a can of worms. She ominously says that there is something that they don't see or something like that. And that was really interesting. That was we should have known there. There was something going on behind the scenes we didn't know. The final question is, if Kody died, would they stay together? Which is a bit doom and gloom to end a tell-all on, but of course, what else can they say than yes? They kind of hesitated, to be honest, but they're probably doubting or thinking no in their mind in this moment, I believe. All right, guys, thanks for watching my analysis and recap of the season 6 tell-all. I'll be back. I think I'm going to do all the tell-alls because they're fun. You find out more about the family in them. Bye, guys.